Coronation Street is set to unleash one of its most emotionally explosive storylines, yet as Detective Lisa Swain finds herself forced to arrest Debbie Webster in connection with the shocking death of Billy Mayhew. A moment that sends shockwaves through Weatherfield and threatens to destroy everything Lisa has fought to rebuild. The arrest comes at a time when Lisa's personal life is already hanging by a thread. After months of trauma, manipulation, and heartbreak, she had finally begun to believe that peace and love might be possible again. But as Corrie fans know all too well, happiness on the cobbles is rarely allowed to last. Following the harrowing return of Lisa's supposedly dead wife Becky, life had only just started to settle. Becky's dramatic reappearance shattered Carla Connor and Lisa's engagement, exposing Becky as a dangerous manipulator willing to go to extreme lengths to reclaim control. Her descent into obsession culminated in the kidnapping of Carla, a terrifying ordeal that left Carla traumatized and Lisa racked with guilt. Thankfully, the nightmare ended when Kit Green tracked Becky down and rescued Carla just in time. Becky was arrested, charged with multiple crimes including abduction and fraud, and ultimately sentenced to 12 years in prison. With Becky finally behind bars, many believe the worst was over. For Lisa and Carla, the road back to one another was slow and uncertain. Trust had been damaged, scars were still raw, and the weight of what they had both endured lingered heavily between them. Yet, with gentle encouragement from Betsy Swain and the ever-wise Roy Cropper, the pair cautiously began to reconnect. Roy, in his quiet and thoughtful way, reminded Carla that love worth having is always worth fighting for, and that true feelings do not simply disappear because of pain or fear. Betsy, desperate to see her mom happy again, refused to give up on the idea that Carla was still the love of Lisa's life. Slowly, hope returned. But just as Carla and Lisa dared to imagine a future together again, tragedy struck Weatherfield in devastating fashion. Billy Mayhew's sudden death rocked the community to its core. A beloved figure on the street, Billy's loss left residents reeling, and Lisa facing one of the most agonizing professional decisions of her career. As evidence began to mount, all signs pointed towards Debbie Webster being involved in the events leading up to Billy's death. For Lisa, the conflict was unbearable. Debbie was not just another suspect. She was deeply woven into the fabric of the street and connected to people Lisa cared about. Yet as a detective, Lisa knew one thing above all else: the law does not bend for emotion. In a tense and heart-stopping scene, Lisa made the arrest herself. The moment was charged with raw emotion as Debbie, stunned and furious, protested her innocence. Onlookers struggled to believe what they were witnessing as Debbie was led away in handcuffs, the reality of the situation sinking in with every step. The fallout is immediate and brutal. Carla, still fragile after her ordeal with Becky, is horrified by the scale of the tragedy and the pressure now crushing Lisa from all sides. Their fragile reconciliation is once again threatened as Lisa is pulled deeper into grief, guilt, and professional responsibility. Betsy, already traumatized by the chaos caused by Becky, fears she is about to lose her mother all over again, not to prison or danger, but to emotional exhaustion. Meanwhile, the street divides, with some convinced Debbie has been wronged and others demanding justice for Billy. As secrets begin to surface, Corrie fans are left questioning whether Debbie is truly responsible or whether Weatherfield is on the brink of another devastating miscarriage of justice. For Lisa, the cost of duty has never been higher. Torn between her badge and her heart, she must navigate a case that threatens not only her career, but the chance of happiness she has fought so hard to reclaim. With Billy gone, Debbie under arrest, and Carla and Lisa's future hanging in the balance once more, Coronation Street proves yet again that love, loss, and justice rarely exist without consequence. And as the truth edges closer to the surface, one thing is certain: Weatherfield will never be the same again.